Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. It's a wonderful day today because I'll be sharing with you some of the cheapest and affordable universities in the US. Basically, the universities on this list have some of the lowest tuition and fees in comparison to many other institutions in the US, right? Because I know some of us are really looking for this. But before we dive right in, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're watching without subscribing. So yeah, let's check the schools out. So the first university on our list is Eastern New Mexico University in New Mexico, and at this institution, the tuition for international undergraduate students is $3,057 per semester, with student fees of $1,227 per semester, which comes down to a total of $4,284 per semester. So basically you pay $4,284 per semester in terms of tuition and fees, which means that in an academic year you pay around $8,500 in total. If I'm calculating this correctly. And of course you would incur other costs in terms of like living expenses, which has been calculated right here. So if you're living in a residence or you're getting like a meal plan, paying for books and supplies, this is how much you'd expect to incur. However, this is still very affordable. And for international graduate students at this institution, the tuition is $3,555 per semester for 9 credit hours. If you're taking 9 credit hours, this is how much you pay. And if you're taking below that, it has been stated here as well, like how much you pay per credit hour. If you're taking like 1 to 6 credit hours, you expect to pay like $297.25 per credit hours right here. And they also provide the breakdown for other general cost of living if you're like living on campus and how much you will spend. So yes, definitely check this out. Oh yeah, before I forget, one good thing about this university is that you do not need to pay an application fee to apply. So apart from it being cheap and affordable, you also get to apply for free. The next institution on our list is Alcorn State University in Lowman, Mississippi. And at Alcorn State University, you would expect to pay $3,783 in tuition per semester, with a student fees of $305 right here, which means that in an academic year, you pay $7,566 and then $610 in terms of fees, which is quite affordable. Of course, other living expenses have been calculated here, so you can definitely check this out. I'll put the link in the description box, but this is how much you expect to pay in terms of like tuition in a year and how much you expect to pay in terms of like fees in a year. So tuition and fees, I guess when you calculate this, it all comes down to probably around $8,200. Yeah, which is pretty affordable. Moving on, the next institution on our list is Mississippi University for Women, and at this institution you would be paying $3,878 in tuition and fees as a full-time international student, whether graduate or undergraduate, unless you're enrolled in the nursing program where you pay $10,000 per academic year, or MBA program where you pay $10,000 for the program right here. So basically, you can see graduate students, this is how much they pay in terms of tuition and fees, and undergraduate students, this is how much they pay in terms of tuition and fees, which is literally like the same rate. So this institution actually charges all its students the same rate, except you're in the nursing or MBA program. So yeah, and also they actually have like some scholarships for international students as well. Like if you see right here, scrolling down, where is it? Okay, found it. International Freshman Merit Scholarship that you're eligible to apply for. And I think they also have a bunch of other scholarships as well. So yes, definitely check this institution out. So the next university is Minot State University in Minot, North Dakota, and at this institution, international students pay an affordable flat tuition rate. So basically, if you're an international undergraduate student, you would expect to pay $8,164 in annual tuition and fees, which means like per year, right? And also they've also estimated like how much housing will probably cost, meal plan, health insurance, an international student fee, which is quite reasonable in comparison to other institutions. And then the graduate student cost as well is like $10,000 per year, which means like maybe you probably pay like $5,000 per semester when you calculate it. And they've also estimated the cost of attendance as well. So definitely check out this institution. So the next school list is Southwest Minnesota State University in Marshall, Minnesota. And at this institution, they do not charge out-of-state tuition. I mean, with a few exceptions, like it has been indicated here. And in an academic year, as an undergraduate student, you would expect to pay $9,470 in terms of tuition and fees. And as a graduate student, you would pay $8,712 in terms of tuition and fees at this institution. And right here you can see that they've also calculated like how much you would expect to spend in terms of like room and board, books and supplies, personal living expenses, and amongst other things. And right here you can see it says this does not mean that every undergraduate student must have $22,706 in order to attend SMSU. So definitely check this institution out. Moving on, the next institution on our list is Bemidji State University in Bemidji, Minnesota. Hopefully I pronounced that right. And at this institution, the full-time tuition cost is $4,345, and the fees is $558 per semester. And of course, we have the cost of room and board here, as well as books and supplies. So this is an estimated cost of attendance per semester. So definitely check this out. Moving on, the next affordable institution is Dickinson State University. And at Dickinson State University, you would expect to pay $4,785 as an international student per semester. Yes, $4,785 in terms of tuition, and then $824 in terms of fees. And yes, they've also calculated the potential rate of like housing and dining plans here that you can check out. So yes, definitely check this tuition out. So the next institution is Brigham Young University in Idaho. So at this institution, if you are a member of the Latter-day Saint Church, you would pay this rate, $2,208 per semester in tuition. And then they've also estimated like books and supplies right here, transportation, personal expenses, and other miscellaneous items. However, if you are a non-member, so if you're not a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, you would pay $4,416 per semester in tuition, whether single or married. So yes, look at it right here. This is the estimated cost of attendance. And actually, the non-member cost of attendance is still quite cheap when you compare it to many other institutions in the US. So definitely check this out. So other BYU University campuses also have like cheap and affordable tuition. However, this one in Idaho is the cheapest. So for example, at this BYU in Provo, Utah, the tuition for non-Latter-day Saint members is $12,240 in an academic year, so not per semester. So basically per semester you would expect to pay, let's say, like $6,120. So this is how much you pay per semester. And if you're a Latter-day Saint member, you pay $6,120 in an academic year. So yeah, even in the Hawaii campus it's like a similar rate. So like right here for Latter-day Saints and non-Latter-day Saints members. So yes, I would encourage you to check BYU out with a focus on the Idaho campus if you're concerned about cost, right? Yes, because this is cheaper. So moving on, the next institution on our list is Nicholls State University in Louisiana. And at this institution, The tuition for international undergraduate students is, let's actually base this on 12 credit hours per semester. So if you're taking 12 credit hours per semester as an international undergraduate student at this institution, you would pay $4,819.15 in tuition per semester, and as a graduate student you pay $4,836.96 per semester, which is actually quite reasonable. So yes, definitely check this institution out. And the last university on our list for today is St. Cloud State University, and at this institution as an international student you would be paying $5,052 per semester, which comes down to a total of $10,000 in an academic year, which is also like affordable in comparison to many other universities here in the US.
So that's it. I hope you find this video helpful if you're looking for schools that are really affordable in the US. Some of these schools also offer additional scholarship opportunities that you can use to offset some of the costs. So definitely make sure to check these institutions out if you're interested, and drop a comment below if you find this video helpful. So yes, that's it from me today, people. Take care of yourself and bye.